So welcome to another Chin-Wag, and you ever have one of those verses that just kind of sticks in your head, and you're told one way how it's supposed to mean, but in your mind as you process it, it's hitting you from so many different ways. It's like a piece of art. You can sit in front of it, and somebody's going to look at it way different than you, but nonetheless, all of the interpretations are good. I have that this time on this Chin-Wag. Let me read this scripture to you, found in John 12:24. It says, "I tell you the truth, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed, but if it dies, it produces many seeds." Now, first, this may be a foreshadowing of the crucifixion. It could mean the whole dying to self and all things becoming new. Then we talk about it in the realm of personal life and finding a new vibrant you. Now, right up here, I figured out here, right up here is one of my favorite hobbies. Downstairs in my house, I have a 55-gallon saltwater fish tank that my wife and I like to do as a hobby together. And then this little guy right here, it's probably about a 6-gallon tank, and it's called a nano reef. Here's a picture close up. Okay, now one of the things that you notice in that picture is that what? There's no fish. Well, a couple of days ago I took a group of teenagers from our church up to the Mall of America, and that little tank was doing just fine. I came back though, and the filter cut out on it, and the lights turned off, and there are a lot of cool corals in that tank, as you saw. And I came home, went to feed the fish because it was running very pristine and doing well, which is a difficult thing in a little saltwater tank. And I went to feed the fish, everything dead. all 4 of the fish dead, which in saltwater hobby, that's a chunk of change. And the corals, one of them is about totally lost, and a bunch of them I thought were dead. Now, instantly I did a water change, added new salt, new nutrients to the water, and this thing is starting to come back bigger and even better. Which is a very cool thing. There's corals that are growing that I didn't even know I had in my tank at this point. And, it just reminded me, even just a subtle little thing like that fish tank reminded me of that sometimes in our lives, something has to go away in order for you to experience a new, vibrant you. What happened in that tank is that it got choked out. There was no filtration. There was nothing going on, and so the ammonia levels, when things die in the saltwater fish hobby or in tropical fish, ammonia starts going into the water and therefore chokes out. That's why you have a filter to get that cleaned out of there. Overfeeding, dying things, stuff like that in a tank will do that. And I wonder how many things in our own life are choking us out. How many things in our own life are making us die? And what is it that you need to get rid of to experience a new vibrant faith, a new vibrant relationship with God? Is it too many legalistic restrictions on you? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Is it your church beating you down and you no longer even enjoy it anymore, but you go out of obligation? It's probably time to leave the church. Is it just your everyday life just getting you down? Sit back for a little bit and re-examine your life. Be thankful for the things you have. Maybe it's your job. You're just ready to throw in the towel. Be thankful you have a job. You see, all these things can lead to us being bogged down and choking us out and dying. But, just like that little fish tank, just like that fish tank there, I think that if we experience something dying in our lives, if we just let it die and go away, something else in your life is going to grow and become vibrant once again. I think that's an important thing for us, and it's scriptural. Unless, as the scripture says, unless that wheat falls to the ground and dies, it only remains a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. I remember in the 80s, the big Yellowstone fire. I went out there in 2003 again to see where the fire was. You can't even tell it was there. In fact, park rangers will tell you that the forest came back bigger and better than ever. What in your life needs to die? What in your life is dying currently? And you just let it go and let something bigger, better, more vibrant replace that. It takes time. It takes trust in God. It takes hope and faith. But I guarantee you're going to be happier for it. shoot me your comments, info@thatsnotmygod.com, or just comment right here on Facebook, and I'll be happy to respond to you. Talk to you soon.